जय श्री माता जी, collective namaskar, Kundalini.
To do Hanuman's puja. Shri Hanumana is a great character in our being. And he runs all the way from Swadhisthana to your brain. And he supplies all the necessary guidance we need in our futuristic planning or in our mental activities. He gives us guidance and protection. As you know that Germany is a place where people are very active, very right-sided, use their brain too much, and they are very machine-oriented also. It is very surprising how a deity like Sri Hanumana, who is an eternal child, because he was like a monkey. His head was that of a monkey, if not of an elephant. So he was an eternal child, and he was the one who was used to run the right side of human beings. He was told that you must control the sun. To begin with, he has to control the sun, that the sun in the people, if there is too much sun, then he must try to control it and make it cooler or smoother. So he was a child after all. So as soon he was born, when he knew that he has to look after the sun, he said, why not eat it off? So he ran up the Virata's body and ate up the Surya. There he had to be told, no, you have to control him. You don't have to put him inside your stomach. Because he thought that this sun will be controlled better if he has it in his own stomach. So the beauty of his character is that he's a child. And the childlike behavior of Shri Hanumana has to control the right side. If there's a right-sided mother or a right-sided father. Normally, right-sided people don't get children, normally. They're over right-sided, then even they get children, but they're really not liked by the children because they have no time for children. They all the time are very strict with the children. They shout at them. They don't know how to handle the children. Or they are over-indulgent because they always think that I never got this, so let me give it to the child. So these extreme type of people who are right-sided have got this Hanumana who is nothing but a child. He is very anxious to do the work of Sri Rama. Now, Sri Rama is a character, I would say, which is full of balance. Absolutely. He is the benevolent king, which Socrates has described. So he needed somebody with him all the time to do the work or to supply him or to help him, like a secretary you can call him. And Sri Hanumana was the one who was created for this purpose. Now, Sri Rama was such a assistant. I mean, you cannot have such a word for him. You can say such a servant of Sri Rama. Even the servants, you see, don't have that much of dedication for their master. You can say like a dog or a horse, but that also doesn't have such dedication for Sri Rama that by the time he grew up, he got now 9 siddhis, Navadha siddhis. 9 siddhis he got. These siddhis are like this, that he could become big, he could become so heavy that nobody could lift him. He could become so sukshmana that nobody could see him. He could become so subtle that nobody could see him. There are 9 siddhis that he got. So a person who has got the right side too much in him, he controls him with these 9 siddhis. Now, how will he control a man who is running very fast in his life? What he does is to control his movement. He makes him in such a way that he has to put down his speed. He makes his feet very heavy. Now he can't do that much. Or he makes his hands very heavy. So the person cannot work very much with his hands. So he can give a tremendous kind of a lethargic heaviness to a person who is a very right-sided person. He has got another siddhis, which are very interesting, is that he can extend he doesn't have many weapons. He has only one gada in his hand. And he can extend his tail to any extent. And he can handle people with his tails. He does not have to use his hand. Sitting down here, he can put the tail around anywhere. If he wants, he can just make a mountain of his tail and sit on that. Like he has all these monkey tricks, as you call them, you see. And all these things he has within himself is to control a person who is extremely right-sided, to begin with. Then he can fly in the air. Just, he doesn't have any wings, but he can just fly in the air. That means he can become so big that the amount of air he displaces has a much more weight than his own weight. Just the same principle Archimedes, if you know the Archimedes principle. That he becomes so big that his body starts floating in the air. Like a boat, you see, you can call it. And he can fly in the air. And by flying in the air, he can carry the message from one to another through the ether. Now the subtle of the ether that we have is under the command of Shri Hanuman. He is the one who controls, or is the lord of this ether, the subtle of the ether, or say the causal of the ether. And through it, it communicates. All the communications that you find, like we have within ourselves also ductless glands, which a pituitary is using ductless glands, is through Hanumana's movement. Because he can go into a nirakar, he can go into a formless state. Also the communications, for this communication that we have, maybe we can say that we have got a loudspeaker. But we have a television, we have got radios and all those things. Where we catch on to the ether anything is all the blessings of Hanumana. When he caresses my feet, he pulls back his nails. He's so gentle, extremely gentle, and very beautifully he caresses my feet. And I've seen him, the way he handles everything is extremely gentle ways. So that's what I feel, that now Germans are becoming very gentle in handling things, in handling people. This change is coming, and I think is the blessing of Hanumana on them. So may God bless you. It is such a joy today, and the whole atmosphere seems to be bubbling with it. As if the angels are singing. And the speciality of Hanumana was that he was an angel. Angels are born like angels. They are angels. And they are not human beings. They are born with the angelic qualities. But now you all have become angels from the human beings. It's a very great achievement of Sahaja. The qualities that are born with the angels are seen from their very childhood. Firstly, they are not afraid of untruth, falsehood. They are not worried as to what people will say to them, on what they will lose in life. To them, truth is their life. They breathe truth. And nothing else matters with them. This is the first great quality of an angel. They will go to any extent to establish truth, to protect the people who are in truth. It's such a wide range of these angels all over. So in the left side we have Ganas, on the right side we have angels, and translated in Sanskrit language or in any Indian language as Devdut, means they are the ambassadors of gods. So now you are the same. You are all angels now. Only thing, you are not aware that you are angels while they were aware from their childhood. If you know that you are angels, all your qualities will start shining through. And you'll be amazed that the quality of standing by the truth at any cost is so easily managed for you, because you have been given the right. You have been given the special blessings, the special protection from the divine, that if you stand for the right, and if you stand for the righteous, and if you stand for the truth, all kinds of help to protect you will be given. Angels are aware of this. They are sure of it. They are certain. There's a certainty about it. But you are not. Still, sometimes think maybe, may not be. Same style. Goes on. But believe me, you are angels. You have all the powers, and what rights you have. Human beings cannot get over you. That's the speciality of angels, not of saints. Saint could be maneuvered. They could be tortured. They could be troubled. Incarnations may do the same. Incarnations accept it. They want to have all these penances done to them so that they create an event in their life to express themselves in a more dynamic way. If there was no Ravana, there would have been no Ramayana. If there was no Kansa, there would have been no Krishna. So the incarnations take upon themselves the problems and also the fight with the evil. So it looks sometimes that we feel that they suffer, but they don't. But the angels are a special category. They don't take up any problems upon themselves, they just solve them. If there's a problem, it's the angels who solve for the saints as well as for the incarnations. And they are to be told sometimes that don't jump in just now. We are working out on the stage now. You will jump when we'll ask you. They are ready, standing at the door, just to jump in. So anxious. And there are fixed quantities. You can rely on them completely. For example, Shri Hanumana, as you know him as an angel, has great capacities, great powers. And it is his right to use them. And he is very aware of it. He does everything very amusingly, uses his powers very amusingly. Like he burnt the whole of Lanka, and he was laughing at it. Then he extended his tail and put it round the necks of many Rakshasas. And he was just playing with them and then flew in the air and they all were dangling in the air. So it's a playfulness of the angels also. Because they're so confident. They're absolutely aware, absolutely identified with their personality, with their powers, with themselves. Here the Sahajogis sometimes don't understand that I have made you into angels. I have not made you into saints, but angels. And you are always protected. I can only make angels, I can't make saints. Saints are made by their own effort. The effortlessness doing is like Ganesha, like Kartikeya, like Hanumana. The same way you are all made with the same style. So try to understand that what I say about you is the truth. Kinds of conditionings work even through you people, though you are saints. And you don't know how to spread your wings. Still, sometimes I feel that the rebirth has taken place and they have all become like angels with wings. But as little birds, they still have to learn how to fly. But you must gain your confidence by your experiences which you have in Sahaja. As you were singing yesterday, miracles every day, miracles around you. These are done by the angels, and they try to convince you that you are one of us. Just join our company. So we have so many angels now sitting here. And why should not we think of transforming this world? And there's one more thing that you have other than the angels, because angels do not raise the Kundalini. They cannot. They are not bothered about it. They are there to kill, to burn, to suppress, to remove all the evil people around you. But they cannot transform. Angels cannot transform. So you have a greater right than they have in the realm of God, that you can raise the Kundalini of people and you can give realization. But human conditionings are still sticking on. For example, I wore a ring the other day, and then my daughter started teasing me that, now, you must only show this finger all the time to people so that they see your ring. So in the mundane human life, whatever we have, possessions, maybe powers, you see. For example, somebody is a man with some position, immediately you can make it out with his nose and lips the way they are turned upward. But the powers that you have in your possession, you are afraid to manifest them and to talk about it, to use them. Imagine with so many angels, the whole of England should get realization in no time. But we are still trying to learn what we are. Hanuman had no problem because from his childhood he knew that he was an angel and he has to do the job of an angel. But because we were born as human beings and now we have become angels, we find it difficult to be dynamic like other angels that they were. Even your thought, collective thought, even your individual thought is powerful. And your attention is powerful. Because of this fear, or maybe the conditionings as you can call it, or maybe the ego part which is still sticking on to you. You still hang around false things. And that force, that dynamism is not expressed. We can blame anything, like we can blame lethargy to some country, ego to some country. But now you have lost your countries completely. Now you have entered into the kingdom of God. You are in a country which has no bounds, which has no limitations. And then all these conditionings that are still lingering in you shouldn't bother you at all and shouldn't upset you or deter you from doing whatever is your job. Now imagine Hanuman as Gabriel had to go and tell Maria that there's a child which is the incarnation. The Savior is going to be born to you. She was a young virgin. To break such a news which was horrible compared to the conditionings of those days, he did it. I have to do it, so I'll do it. If that's the order, I'll do it. Because he knew that the carrying out of the order is his nature, is built within him. And he's not going to doubt it. He's not going to wait, but just told and he does it. So a great understanding has to be within us that we are growing within ourselves. But if we do not manifest, if we do not show our qualities, and if we do not express it in our life, in our doing, in our object, in the meaning of our life, then Sahaja Yoga is not going to spread, nor is it going to help you much. The kind of work you have to do has no problems with it. I have problems, not you. You don't have to face problems. You go and talk to anyone, whatever you feel like. they will jolly well have to listen to you, I should say. But if they don't, they can't harm you. They can't do any harm to you. This is a very great protection you have. They cannot hinder your work. Coming to Sahaja Yoga is not what we have gained, what we have got. See, there are people who say, we've done so much for Sahaja Yoga. And what Sahaja Yoga has given us? It has given you self-realization. It has given you the angel status. I mean, you try anything else. Can you get the status of an angel? You cannot. Sahaja Yoga has given you that status. So, what more do you want? It was never possible before. Believe me, impossible situation. If it was possible in any way, then Ganeshwara would not have taken his samadhi at such a young age. And Kabira would not have said, oh God, what am I to do? This world is blind. So you have that subtle power within you that you can work out on people's kundalini without even they knowing about it. But in meditation, when you sit down, you must admit to yourself, I am an angel. And as being an angel, I have no attachments with anything else but with God's work. Attachments are so many still in Sahaja Yoga, I have seen it. People have like attachments to now, because they are married, so they are attached to wives. And so many have fallen out because of their wives' attachments. Then they have attachments to their children. And so many will fall out if they have attachments to their children. As I told you yesterday, that all the children of the world who are Sahaja Yogis are your children. You are the parents of all the children. It's not that if your child is sleeping, you cover that child. No, you cover all the children. You have to look after all the children which are lying down. Can you think of Hanumana if he was here and when the children were sleeping, it would just cover the body of one child? Because he's a universal being. So every child has to be loved the same way, cared for by you. Then there are other attachments like possessions, positions, jobs. I have none, so I don't know what other are. Except for when I see you so much lovingly coming to the station, then the whole heart becomes like an ocean, I think, and just starts like a big swell of a tide like that. I see that. And then when I have to leave you again, it recedes back like a sea, which is now receding. It's something like you see the moon and the sea starts reacting to the beauty of the moon, the joy of the moon, the love. Then I see the love that is, you see, in a nest where a bird is feeding its young ones.
Sakshan Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's collectively keep our attention in Saswara. Let's put both hands on the floor and focus on our Guru, our Mother, Mother Earth. One of the best quality we can ever develop as yogis is to become exactly like Mother Earth. Very centered, strong gravity, very patient, totally innocent and pure. And at the very center of Mother Earth, like in us, there should be the Lord Ganesh. So let's put both hands on the floor and really connect with Mother Earth to really become like Mother Earth, which is the highest quality, which will give us fragrance and all the powers of the divine in a very stable, strong, and very appeased way, peaceful way. Let's awaken collectively the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth, as well as in us. Shri Ganesh mantra. Let's keep both hands on the floor still and truly focus on the Lord Ganesh at the very center of the planet. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now, Shri Adibhumi Devi mantra with a strong focus and surrender to Mother Earth. Let's try and be very collective and full attention in Saswara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's surrender to Mother Earth as we have never surrendered before. Through both our hands, on the right side, on the right hand, we surrender ego completely, mind totally, all actions, and even the subtlest reactions inside us completely to Mother Earth. All the negativities and rakshasas in us, we surrender to Mother Earth. As the rakshasas are from the right side negativities. On the left side, we totally surrender the superego, all the possessions, all the badas of the left side, together with the asuras, which are the negativities of the left side. And everything that is polluting our left side, all the sicknesses, all the bad eye and everything that is possessions, that is related to death, that is related to bad dreams or bad omens in us. We surrender everything to Mother Earth. Let's feel that left side and right side are completely surrendered. Our head is free, like we have no head, like Ganesh, because there is no ego, no superego, no mind in our head. So there is just pure vibration in our head. We are headless, no thought, just pure vibrations. And from both hands, all the impurities from central channel, from our chakras, are absorbed by Mother Earth. Let's sit in Sahasrara, at the very center of Sahasrara, collectively, and watch our three channel being completely cleansed, purified by Mother Earth. We do nothing, we just surrender from our heart and with all our pure desire. Now both hands on the lap. Let's put the left hand over the shoulder and focus on our right side, our right channel. Shri Hanuman mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now, let's put both hands on the lap, open, really open the palm of the hands so that all the chakras are offered to our mother through our hands. And also be conscious of the sole of our feet, where there are all the chakras as well. We are conscious of the hands that we open. We are conscious of the feet from where we try and feel vibration coming out. But all attention remains in Sahasrara. All our attention is collectively and very strongly established in Sahasrara collectively.
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर, राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा, महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी, कंचन बरन विराज सुबेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा, हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए, रघुपति की नहीं बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई, सहस बदन तुमरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा, नारद शारद सहित अहीशा, यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों ओर प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, ये शत बार पाठ कर जोई, छूटे ही बंदे महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा। तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Now, collectively, let's keep a very powerful attention in Sahasrara. Let's be aware of the whole central channel, which is infinite. And let's also be aware of the rain of vibrations of the central channel. Let's keep our collective attention in Sahasrara and be aware of the superior chakras above Sahasrara, Bindu, Ardha Bindu, Valaya, and beyond. Just keep our complete collective attention at the very center of Sahasrara. We feel the 1,000 petals of pure light, pure vibration, pure divine power shining. And we put all our attention on Shri Hanuman in Sahasrara. We surrender the whole planet, the whole humanity, all the yogis of the world and their struggles, all the issues that we have personally in our families, in our jobs, at any level in our lives, all the attacks, all the badas, personal and collective, of the yogis, of the innocent souls, of the seeker of truth. May Vishwa Nirmala Dharma become reality, become the true universal religion through the help of Shri Hanuman. Let's collectively pray Shri Hanuman. I thank all the deities that have assisted us today. With a heart full of gratitude, let's do Namaskar and raise our Kundalini. Jai Shri Mataji.